Our understanding of the past is continually redefined through new archaeological discoveries that unearth a different perspective of history. Among these intriguing finds are the ones suggesting the existence of colossal giants which walked the earth millennia before us. This recently gained significant momentum through a startling discovery of a giant tomb in Iraq that could potentially revolutionize our perception of Earth's ancient history. Whose remains were discovered in the tomb? Was this the actual burial site of the mythical Gilgamesh? And if so, was Gilgamesh as described in the epic, a giant born from the union of a mortal and a Mesopotamian goddess, a real historical figure rather than a myth? Could this discovery bring to light ancient secrets and provide answers to questions we didn't even know we had? In 1998, scientists at Emory University analyzed DNA data from different populations to trace Native American ancestry. Their analysis revealed an X lineage, a group whose ancestry couldn't be fully traced. This discovery implies that a group of humans on this planet could not be directly connected to known historical populations. In 2011, geneticists at the Max Planck Institute of Evolutionary Anthropology suggested that the earliest humans didn't only mate within their species, but also with other hominid species, and even an unidentified species hinted at in our DNA. This theory has led some to speculate about possible contact with extraterrestrial life forms. These discoveries and theories certainly raise many questions about human origins and history. For instance, who were the large individuals discovered in Lovelock Cave? Were the legendary figures Gilgamesh and Nimrod the same person? And is there any possibility that humans have indeed mated with beings from another world? Dinetra D. Senegar, listed as the applicant for the request on the State Department's documents website, adds another layer of mystery to the case. A search for this name yields thousands of results, making it impossible to obtain meaningful information about this individual. It's possible this name is a pseudonym or code used by someone else. As the years passed, the discovery of 2003, which once promised to revolutionize our understanding of human history, seems to have been forgotten. Yet someone somewhere still expresses interest in this discovery, evidenced by the State Department email request. If this individual seeks the location of the resurrection chamber of Gilgamesh and the Nephilim, it's clear that the status of these sites has changed since 2003. Otherwise, a simple internet search would have sufficed. The mystery surrounding this case continues to persist, raising more questions than answers. Yet the question of why the United States invaded Iraq in 2003 still loomed. Iraq was not linked to the 9/11 attacks, and the official reason given by the US government that Iraq and Saddam Hussein were harboring weapons of mass destruction was later discredited. This has led to various speculations, including control over oil reserves or President George W. Bush's personal motivations to complete what his father, President George H.W. Bush, had started during the First Gulf War. Could it have been, though, that the archaeological discovery of Gilgamesh's tomb had anything to do with it? The possibility of unearthing knowledge of our ancient past and potentially rewriting our understanding of human history could hold tremendous value. Is it a coincidence that the discovery of the tomb of Gilgamesh, a find of significant historical and archaeological importance, happened just before the invasion? From what is known, as the invasion progressed, the US troops promptly seized control of the site containing Gilgamesh's tomb. The subsequent actions were questionable as they expelled not only the scientific researchers working on site, but also media personnel from reputed news networks like ABC News and BBC who were covering the discovery. Witnesses in the vicinity later reported the US military personnel conducting their own excavations, suggesting the potential removal of artifacts or materials from the tomb and inviting speculations about the secrets that may have been uncovered. Another point of interest in the sequence of events was the handling of the National Museum of Iraq by U.S. forces. This institution in the heart of Baghdad held an extensive collection of historical artifacts, acting as a reservoir of human history. Despite explicit warnings from global scientists and historians about the cultural significance of the museum and its status as a prime heritage site, the U.S. military was reported to have left the museum unsecured after the capture of Baghdad. In the days that followed, an unregulated influx of plunderers wreaked havoc on the museum's collections, leading to the unfortunate disappearance of tens of thousands of irreplaceable artifacts. This careless act drew strong criticism from all over the world, with some even calling it a crime against humanity. However, adding to the intrigue were accounts suggesting that special U.S. military units had accessed the museum and removed entire vaults of artifacts before the public looting began. To investigate the situation further, the U.S. government sent a team consisting of specialists from the CIA, FBI, and U.S. Immigration and Customs Services, led by Colonel Michael Bogdanos. He was a Marine commander and lawyer with a degree in classical studies, a unique blend of expertise which would aid in his mission. The state in which the team found the museum was deplorable, apparently used as a battlefield by the Iraqi army. But a startling revelation was awaiting them in the museum's underground section. The selective and organized manner of the theft suggested a level of insider knowledge about the museum's collections. Despite the theft, the most valuable items like the world's finest collection of cylinder seals and a wealth of ancient gold and silver coins remained untouched. What was the true intention behind this theft, and specifically, what were the thieves really searching for? One answer might trace back to a theory that has its roots in the 1920s, proposing the existence of a stargate, a piece of advanced ancient technology believed to facilitate teleportation to far-off locations. The ancient Sumerians, who were the original inhabitants of Iraq, had stories of their interaction with beings called the Anunnaki, who gave them advanced knowledge and technology. Some interpret these Anunnaki as extraterrestrial beings who visited Earth thousands of years ago. If this interpretation holds, the possibility of a stargate being left behind by these advanced visitors seems quite possible. Some even hypothesize that the Anglo-Iraqi War in 1941 was in reality a conflict between British and German interests for control over the Stargate. The theory resurfaced in the 1980s with rumors suggesting that Saddam Hussein had rediscovered the Stargate and was attempting to activate it. These rumors gained credence when Dr. Michael Salla, a well-respected Australian historian and professor at American University in Washington, D.C., suggested in an academic paper that the control over the Iraqi Stargate could have been a primary motivation for the war. Adding another layer to this complex narrative, a report emerged during the 1991 Gulf War, published in the Russian newspaper Pravda, detailing a peculiar event dubbed as Iraq's Roswell. The report recounted an account by a Russian colonel who witnessed a UFO being shot down by the U.S. Air Force, and the subsequent inspection of the crash site revealing a small, round aircraft made of unidentifiable material. Intriguingly, the crew members and the engine of the craft seemed to be missing, leading to speculations about their possible recovery by the Iraqis before the arrival of Russian, Saudi, or American representatives. Later in 2002, a caller to an American radio show identifying himself as a military insider claimed that Iraq was on the verge of a breakthrough in reverse engineering the technology from the crash site. This assertion, if true, could imply that the invasion was an attempt to prevent Saddam from gaining control of this alien technology. So, is it possible that the term weapons of mass destruction was actually a coded reference to this alien technology? What is the aftermath of this groundbreaking discovery in the wake of the invasion? The mystery of Gilgamesh's tomb, does it still lie dormant in the sands of Iraq? or has it been subject to further discrete investigations within the chaos of conflict? The answer to these questions remain elusive, but the implications continue to stir the imagination and intrigue of historians, archaeologists, and truth seekers around the world. As we continue to dig deeper into our ancient past, we may yet unearth the secrets that lie buried, secrets that could redefine our understanding of human history and our place in it.